Hey, this is Colin Wiebe, and this is my quick review of the Yamaha MODX8. Now, first of all, if you're watching this video, you may be interested in this keyboard and how it compares to some of the other Yamaha products. It's got a lot of the sounds from the Montage. I previously had played a Motif, an S90, even an MX88. And I have to tell you, when I first started looking at this keyboard, the last thing I need was another keyboard. But when I actually saw the powerful sounds and the things that I can do with this, this was a no-brainer for me. Number one is it's lightweight. It weighs way less than the Motif or the S90, and I can carry it by myself to a gig. There's an optional gig bag with roller blade wheels that you can roll along to your gig, and it's very lightweight. Just pick it up like that, very simple. And even though it's kind of got a plastic housing, it's still very robust. And so far, I've only had it a couple days, and everything that I've been looking into, I really like the way it's laid out. Number one is the LCD screen. So now I can program a song into a sound bank, which they call a live set. So now I have the entire set, all the songs I'm going to play at my show on Saturday night. So I just hit one, and I've got my organ. Hit another one, I've got my electric piano, I've got my piano strings, and then with this, what they call the super knob, I can layer the strings in. Now I have the light of the super knob. I've gone in and used the parameters to actually dim the light so it's not blinking and bright. Just because of stage performance, we have some blackout areas, and I didn't want a big blue light shining from the stage. So that's something that you can do right out of the box, is turn the flashing blue light of the super knob down. And I can show you that in another video. The downside to this particular instrument compared to the MX88 is there's two buttons over here that say transpose, and I'm used to just hitting the minus button and it would go down a semitone, but it actually goes down an octave. But if you hit the shift key and hit the minus note, then it goes down and it would shift the pitch. So that wasn't very intuitive. I had to go to the manual to figure that one out. But you heard it here first. Hit shift and then plus or minus, and it'll go up in semitone increments if you want to transpose the whole keyboard. These four faders here are wonderful because as you layer sounds and have different parts, you can actually use these faders here to adjust the level or some other parameters of the different parts. I really like that because it's just a faders right here. So for organ sounds, for example, you can get the drawbar effect if you want. Splitting the keyboard is just as easy as finding the performance. They call the patch the performance. And you just choose the performance and then the range, hit the keyboard where you want it to split, and boom, you have a split. So in this case, I've got strings up top and I've got piano down below. And it's just as easy as hitting any of these buttons to find out, okay, I've got a bell sound down on my left hand, string sound up top, and piano in the middle. So we can split it four different places. There's actually 16 parts, so you can probably do more than that, but I find more than four, I get confused to where I am. But I do like to layer, and so I like to have the option of having the layered sound as well. And this organ has a couple of layers, and I can move them in and out to give those swells like a B3 sound. And then some of the other bells, piano, and I can bring an organ in under the piano. And as you can see, I got strings down below, so I can have a very, very full sounding complement of instruments just by doing some splits and layering. and they're just one touch away right here in the live set. So those are the things that are incredibly helpful for me as a live performer. This does plug into the computer, and we have USB you can back up all your sounds on. This one you can actually load sounds into as well. So a lot of those montage sounds, you can find them online, and you can load up this wonderful keyboard with a real great selection of sounds into their user banks. I have not connected this to a computer yet, but if it works like some of the other MX88 and so on, you just take your USB directly into your computer. This also has an A to D in where you can plug in another device, maybe an iPad or DVD player, something like that, and you can actually input it through here, and there's a separate volume for that particular device that you plug in, which is different. I noticed on the MX88 the sound would be the same with the master volume, your keyboard sound and the sound of the incoming instrument, and that just wouldn't work for me because you couldn't adjust the levels. But this has a very special, unique combination where you have the gain from the A to D input as well as your own master volume, so you can match them up. So you can actually put a microphone in there, sing through that as well. Not something I'm going to do, but for a lot of people when they're practicing, it's a wonderful way to be able to hear what they're doing and play at the same time. So that's my quick review of the MODX, and if you've got any questions, leave them in the comment. Like everyone else says, subscribe if you want. I will be making some more videos specifically on how to do layering, splits, some other tricks that I've been trying to find as I've been going through, trying to find out how to find solutions for my problems. And as I find them, I'll make some videos for you guys. So there you have it. That's the MODX 6, 7, and 8. And I'm Colin Wiebe. Have a great day.